Talk about with Ron Paul.
Well, I've been watching the news not only every day, but every couple hours to see what the new updates are. And I really think that the newsletter thing is going to backfire. He's going to keep gaining.
I tell you what, let me hit the Ron Paul news stack when we come back. I'll go back to you to get your response, more calls. Then I'll get into these Stinger missiles they caught going to China.
We're on the march. The Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones. I'm looking for people that have the wisdom to spot savings, opportunity, and recognize risk. Saving means to make money. The Cal Ben Pure Soap Company can save you thousands of dollars and give you good old-fashioned real soaps that are triple concentrated and twice as good as what you're using now. Soaps made from vegetable and coconut oils that contain no useless dyes, perfumes, deodorants, or antibacterials. Your risk is the hundreds of hazardous toxic detergents that give you rashes, itching sores, and deteriorating clothing called lint. If you want something better, if you want something you've never had before, you have to do something you've never done before. Getting a free catalog is easy by calling 800-340-7091 or see Calvin on the web at 5starsoap.com. Take charge of your health now by calling 800-340-7091 or see Calvin on the web at 5starsoap.com. Hi, this is Alex Jones. This holiday season, more than half of our nation is in need of help due to the shattered economy. So now is the time to express the holiday spirit more than ever. Consider helping those you love with the most important gift, a supply of delicious, easy-to-fix, and very storable foods from eFoodsDirect.com. Their holiday gift and family packs start at $99 for a 16-day supply, while their 5-week supply of quick and easy-to-fix meals includes a personal backpack in case of a grab-and-go emergency. Order their combo gift pack, and you'll save hundreds, plus get free shipping on your entire order. Call eFoods today at 800-409-5633 or visit them online at eFoodsDirect.com/Alex to find the special. That's 800-409-5633 or eFoodsDirect.com/Alex. You can bet your life on eFoods Direct. This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now, new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365.
You are listening to an Infowars.com frontline report. If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance. From deep in the heart of FEMA Region 6, Austin, Texas, transmitting worldwide, it's Alex Jones.
All right, we're going back to Mike in Canada here in a moment, then Dale, Vulture, Tom, Perry, and others. And then after I take those 5 or 6 calls, I'm going to get into the rest of the news, geopolitically, the Stinger missiles that a European country caught trying to be shipped into China, very suspicious, and more on the big top story. This is the first time ever that it's confirmed. We have the congressional reports, we have Rex 84, we have the Military Commissions Act and the rest of it. But here you have them saying that the military is going to man the camps, that it's for political reasons and for takeover of all facets of government and society. and that the government's listed as blue forces and the American people as the enemy with transponders. And the government pulled this within 1 hour of it going up at Infowars.com. So get this article out to everybody, and we have the Department of Defense whistleblower video interview from the Nightly News last night posted in there. Please get this out to everybody. Facebook, Twitter, friends and family, neighbors, police officers, you name it. Before we go back to your calls, fueling our tanks here with all the crew, the webmasters, the filmmakers, everybody, but then more importantly, the books, the videos that we sell wake people up and are cyanide politically to the New World Order. We are carrying the only professionally made modern film on Oklahoma City with the eyewitnesses, the police officers that were threatened, the explosives experts, the people in the Oklahoma City building that saw the feds in there planting bombs, like Jane Graham. A Noble Lie, you get a citizen rule book with it, and In the Fed, Infowars.com bumper stickers. Available at Infowars.com. Very, very hot video, and I'm glad it is because it is really going to hurt the globalists. You support us and the filmmakers when you buy it at Infowars.com. And then also you can still get the Alex Jones Everything Special. In fact, that's not even all 18 of them stacked up there. You can get all 18 of my films on DVD for $99.95. That's over 70% off. Give the gift of truth this Christmas and into the new year. And, of course, expanding on that, you can still give a Christmas present this year and support our transmission. Almost 9 years of material, a higher quality audio podcast and video podcast commercial free. All of my films, expanded extras, my ebook, Paul Watson's ebook, and many others. All the expanded extras from films, the nightly news, the daily radio/TV show, Alex Jones Live. Nobody in the fight against the globalists is putting out this much information and having this big of an effect, and it's all at prisonplanet.tv, our own platform. And then when you fund it by being a member for 15 cents a day, or get a yearly membership, it's even less right now, 44% off, or there's a 15-day free trial you can also try at prisonplanet.tv. You fund our operation, which then disseminates it out. You know, people are like, well, why should I be a member for 15 cents a day if you post most of it on YouTube? Well, that's the whole point. It's here. It's our platform, so it's harder to shut down and censor. You see it first. It's all in one spot, but then much of it, the films and things, are put on the web, so they can be seen tens of millions of times. So, and we're only beta testing and growing it right now. We've already got TV offers and things, just I'm not ready yet. And we're hiring some more crew, thanks to your support, and we're beta testing and reaching millions while we do it. So, prisonplanet.tv or InfoWarsNews.com. Sign up today, and a little secret, just don't use a passcode you use for your bank account or something. Make a easy-to-remember username and passcode. We allow 6 people to log in with the same username and passcode simultaneously. So you can go give yourself a prisonplanet.tv membership, put it in an e-card, send it to friends and family, or write it in a card. Tell them, go to prisonplanet.tv to see all these great films and a nightly news, hardcore information that'll wake you up, or forbidden info is a good way to get them to watch it, because it is. And then give them the username and passcode. So go to prisonplanet.tv or InfoWarsNews.com. Type this in. You can see all the films, the shows, all of it right there. So give yourself the gift of truth, support our transmission, and then share it with a few friends and family. So, I mean, it's a great Christmas gift you can still give, prisonplanet.tv. Okay, let's get into some of this news so I can get back to your calls before our next guest comes on. Here it is. CNN poll, Ron Paul, most popular Republican amongst non-whites. And they dug through thousands of newsletters to find a few things that are kind of flippant. But for mainline Republican stuff, this is nothing. I mean, they say terrible racist stuff all the time, and that's just fine and dandy. This is stuff like, well, when the blacks will stop rioting in South Central when the welfare checks arrive. And then Paul, decades ago, said he didn't write that. Some bad things that were in the FBI files, who knows if they're true, about probably aren't. Martin Luther King, sex with, people or whatever. And that came out 5 years after Paul had voted to put Martin Luther King Day out there and had given speeches about how he admired Martin Luther King standing up against tyranny. And Paul reportedly got really mad. And I know Ron Paul. I know all the lore. I've known his whole crew, the different crews. I know all the inside baseball. I'll never talk. But a lot of good people. The point is, Ron Paul is the real deal. He doesn't sell out. He doesn't care what people think about him. So if he didn't like Martin Luther King, he would tell you. You understand that? So the point is, it's all bull, but they're using it because they're desperate. They keep saying he can't win. You're not listening to the mind control. Now looks like he's going to be in first in New Hampshire and Iowa. He's come up second or first, depending on which poll you see, in Nevada. Those articles are at Infowars.com. It's meteoric, and it shows how big the awakening is. They keep saying in the news, troops don't like him because he doesn't want to keep the wars going. 70+% of all presidential donations in both parties for Obama and the other 7 Republicans go to him. It's all hoaxes. I'm not going to give it attention because it's what they want, and I could definitely win a lawsuit against them. But there is a Dallas publication that I remember 6 months ago implied I was working for the Communist Chinese. I mean, it was bizarre. And it's a mainline publication. Today they said, well, Ron Paul hangs out with the known racist who hates black people, Alex Jones, you know, the hardcore racist. And I saw that and I thought, man, I don't have time to sue this guy. But, I mean, if I don't, what next is he going to say? I support the NDAA bill, getting rid of bestiality or something, and I'm raping possums. I mean, it's that ridiculous. But I looked at every comment. You know, I'm a military in Afghanistan. You can eat bleep. You know, Alex Jones is great and fights racism and blah, 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 and stands up for the little guy. You scum. I mean, and I didn't even have time to read the 50-something comments. I just scanned through them. Everyone was going, you're a yellow journalist, trash. You ought to get sued. Nobody buys you. But, I mean, that's what they're resorting to. Alex Jones works for the Chinese government. Alex Jones hates black people. I mean, what? What? I mean, they are getting really desperate. Like that headline in CBS News. Alex Jones, you know, Ron Paul likes Alex Jones, and Alex Jones says they put stuff in the water to make you gay. I read the BBC and Associated Press about gender bending and men having higher estrogen and it changing their different glands in their bodies, confusing sexual activity, but also in every other mammal that is in the food chain now. I mean, that's just, I was reading BBC, but that's how they spin it. I'm reading BBC on air. You can type in right now, gender-bending chemicals, into Google, changing men and women's physiology. Also covered breast cancer increasing. But by the time they're done, the big homophobe says you're gay because they put it in your water. I mean, you know, this is what they do. This is how they attack science, how they attack research. Oh, I saw Bloomberg, CBS, ABC, just literally hundreds that I can't even have time to read all of them, saying Ron Paul is just terrible. He went on Alex Jones' show and said there's a plan to use the military against the people in martial law. It's totally insane. Meanwhile, across the political spectrum, constitutional lawyers say this makes the government a dictatorship and allows them to kill citizens. Just absolute nightmare. And they're all over the news. I mean, you type Alex Jones, Ron Paul in. Just to find these, there's hundreds every day. But then and I agree with the caller. I mean, it's going to backfire on them. But see, they just want you to think Ron Paul's been destroyed when they start stealing the elections with the black boxes. But you say, well, then why vote? Why? Because we're going to expose that. And because Ron Paul running exposes them. And if he gets such a big landslide like with Rand Paul and it totally backfires, they won't be able to steal it. They can only steal by small margins from top experts in my own research. We'll get Bev Harris back on if you want from Black Box Voting to go over that. But this is it. And this is how they operate. And as you can see, and I told you when he went into first place over the weekend, I said, get ready to hear that he's a Ku Klux Klan Grand Dragon. I mean, get ready to hear he is, and they're like, this crazy racist. I actually saw an article saying this crazy racist Ron Paul thinks that AIDS was created to kill black people. I mean, they even like write crazy oxymoron stuff. It's like, who are these people they hire? And mainstream articles have spelling errors and jumbled stuff all over it. I mean, who are, I guess, to hire traitors, because a lot of good media people have left the mainstream media. That's another reason there's a brain drain out of the dinosaur media, and that's why the alternative media is now the media. Like that reporter we had on Mr. Hunter yesterday. He's worked for CNN, you know, ABC Nightly News, all of it. And look at him. He's over there making more money, reaching more people, being being an in front of the camera reporter and writer than he ever did working for them, and he's not compromising. And he said, Alex, they're not the mainstream media anymore. We are. And you know what? That's true. That's why they're panicking. They may sit up there in some $20 million studio, and we're in our, $200,000 studio, and it's all flashy, and they got some person in a $3,000 suit. It doesn't matter. You could dress up a rotten, pig or something in a suit. It's still going to have maggots crawling out its eyes. I'm going to your calls here. I just wanted to go over some of this. Neocon says Ron Paul would appease Hitler and the Nazis. That's an InfoWars article. I mean, they're saying he loves Nazis now. Twilight Zone, USA Today story about Ron Paul leading an Iowa headline. Ron Paul is still not in the lead. They admit he's in the lead, but they say that doesn't matter. Just like the governor said, a vote for him isn't real.